Hey Eugenia, it's Dustin. So today I wanted to do kind of a little bit of a old photos video. This is gonna be kind of like a reacting to old photos. So I have gone through quite a bit of photo albums and boxes of pictures and everything, and to hopefully come up with probably the best photos that I can find. Just thought I'd put together this little old reacting to old photos video. I thought it'd be really fun to do, so I got my phone right here. So when I was going through these pictures, I was just like, oh my god this, oh my god that, you know, I just couldn't believe this, and oh, I can't remember doing that. And I was just kind of like a little bit of shock and awe as I was going through these pictures. So it was really fun though, you know. So here, first photo of me here. Gosh, this had to be like 1985 or something like that. 85, 86. I think I was like 4 or 5 years old. And you can see I got my little Lego toy in my hand. It's like a blue Lego spaceship. I was like totally obsessed with Lego everything. So, and it started at a really young age. So yeah, here I am with the earliest age holding my Lego spaceship and everything. I actually kind of remember that spaceship a little bit. I was so excited about it. I was flying it all over the house and everything. But yeah, I got the traditional 80s haircut and everything. So yeah, I really like 80s style stuff. It reminds me of Stranger Things. I think some of the people in Stranger Things have that haircut that I have in there. It's kind of like a moppy bowl cut or whatever. But yeah, I had like thick, bright blonde hair. It's crazy. Here's the second photo. This is me out front in my house. My first house, I lived in my first house from 1981 to 1991, so 10 years I was at that house on Hillcrest Street. Me just in the driveway riding my little trike. So it's kind of funny. I'm like, I keep going through, oh, did I remember doing this? Oh, I might have remembered doing that a little bit. It's like, you know, what are the earliest memories I can recall in my mind? But yeah, and this one's picture number 3. I was probably 6 years old or so here, probably kindergarten age. But this is a black and white photo, actually. This was trying to recreate a photo my dad did. There was 2 parts to this. There was just me standing here, and then there was another part with me and my dad. He had done it with his dad back in the 40s, so my dad wanted to recreate the same photo with father and son in the 80s with me. So that's me, black and white, standing by the tree. Yeah, kind of like popping my belly out and got my hands in my pockets and everything. So it actually came out almost identical to what his looked like from the 40s when he was 6. So yeah, that's me petting a donkey at Christmas time. That was at our family friend's house. So yeah, that was real fun. They actually had several animals there for Christmas time, but I loved the donkey. I always thought donkeys were like really cute, you know. I always loved donkeys, so that was me, probably 5 or 6, petting the donkey at Christmas time. And here's me, this one, carving my first pumpkin, getting my hands all messy and everything in the dining room there. Yeah, I carved mini pumpkins at Halloween. Halloween is like always my favorite holiday. But I loved getting messy. I loved playing in the mud, and I'd always come home, my mom would have to clean me up because I was just a mess. I was just literally got stuff all over me and everything, so totally messy. Oh man, this photo of me is a little cowboy with my dad. I think this one's kind of funny. Kind of reminds me of Woody and Jesse, whatever. Yee-haw! There's a snake in my boot. You're my favorite deputy. So yeah, I got my chaps on, got my little cap gun there and everything. But yeah, I think this is before me going trick-or-treating one Halloween with my dad dressed up. So I thought this was a funny one to include because I am just in full cowboy gear. And I was probably 5 or 6, so this is probably around 1986 or something like that. I would say maybe 85, but yeah. This next one here, this is me. I think this is Christmas morning. I could never sleep when it was Christmas. It's like you're so excited for the next day for what presents you're gonna get. So yeah, sometimes I would sleep on the couch there in the family room at my old house, and always was looking for, seeing if I could hear reindeer on the roof, seeing if I could maybe see Santa Claus or something like that. I believed in Santa for quite a long time before I stopped believing in Santa Claus and figured out it was my parents. So, but that's me. I got my little space shuttle there. You can see I was sleeping with my Lego space shuttle. So yeah. And this next one here, I think this was the first jet that I sat in at an air show, because I love planes. I think I've told you that before, Eugenia. I just love airplanes. So I was in an air show, and I was sitting in a fighter jet. It was like an F-4 Phantom or something. And I don't know if I remember that day, but you can tell I'm sunburned, like crazy sunburned in this picture. Because air shows, it can get so hot out there, you know. And here's me. I was probably about 7 years old in this, probably like first grade. This is T-ball or Little League. Yeah, me playing baseball for the first time. Got my baseball gear on and everything else. I probably played for like 4 or 5 years Little League baseball, so yeah, I love baseball. I still love baseball a lot. So, and here's me sitting on Santa's lap. Wow. But yeah, I would always, I'd have like this booklet of G.I. Joe and Lego stuff, and I'd wait in line to go see Santa Claus, and as soon as I sat on his lap, I was like a little bit obsessive, because I would describe to Santa like what it was exactly that I wanted. Like, oh no, it has to be this Lego set. I want this pirate ship, and I want these accessories with it, but I don't want this one over here. It has to be this pirate ship, you know, because I want this color sails. I want the red pirate sails and everything. So I would sit there and thumb through this book that I had researched my toys, and I would like show Santa each little one, you know, and my parents are like, okay, come on, Santa doesn't have time for all this. So, but you know, I kept thinking, oh, it's Santa, I have to describe it just right so he knows what to get me. So, but yeah, I did that pretty much every year, sitting on Santa's lap. So, and here's me getting my first bike. Yes, my first BMX bike. And I rode that bike like crazy before getting an upgrade to a 10-speed bike. I did ride with training wheels for quite a while, because I didn't know how to. I'm like, well, how are you supposed to ride on 2 wheels? Because you just fall over, and I didn't get it until my parents showed me, oh, you got to keep moving forward to stay upright. I didn't understand that concept, so I kept falling over all the time. But I will never forget learning to ride a bike with 2 wheels without training wheels for the first time. I was so excited, so I will never forget that. And I learned in my driveway in front of my house, so yeah. But I was excited as hell, because my friends all had bikes too, so I could go join them now and ride all over the neighborhood. And here's me, 13 years old. I think these next few photos are me at 13. And yeah, Christmas, opening, I don't know what, but you can see I'm starting to grow my hair out long, because I started skateboarding and listened to like heavy metal music and stuff. I think I started that in like 1993, 93 or so, 94. I started listening to that stuff. So I asked for like all skateboarding stuff for Christmas, I think, in those years, because I was like obsessed with skateboard stuff. So, and then here's another one of the same Christmas morning, me. Oh yeah, and computer games. Like I was like the old IBM 486 computers, and with the flight simulator, and like there's like some mystery games. There was like Chess Master, I think it was called. There was one cool game that was like Beetlejuice, where you explored all over this spooky gothic mansion trying to find out clues and stuff, trying not to get killed by the bad guy or whatever. I can't remember, but yeah, me. So yeah, 13 again. You can see I'm holding up an Acme shirt, so that's Acme Skateboards. It's me getting skateboarding shirts and all kinds of things to wear, because I was totally obsessed with all the big skater clothes and everything. You'll see in some photos up ahead, but wearing the baggiest clothes with chains hanging down on my side and everything. And yeah, it was crazy. Some of the clothes, I don't know how they were wearable. There were so many like holes in them and everything, but I loved them. I wish I would have kept those jeans, those huge baggy jeans that were just like torn and everything with the holes. Oh, I wish I would have kept those. That would have been so cool to try those on again. But and here's me starting to skateboard, probably 13 and a half, at my friend Jeff's house. So we would skateboard like crazy. So and here's me. I'm probably trying to do a kickflip. I had a hard time doing kickflips on skateboards. They were so hard to land a kickflip, but like I could ollie pretty well. Ollies when you take the board and you jump the board like this, and the board stays at the bottom of your feet. And then a kickflip is when you like you ollie in the air and you kick the end of the board and it flips around, and then your feet land back on the board, and then you like hit back on the ground on all four wheels. So yeah, skateboarding was hard, and it was like really like tough on the body. So yeah, it's me with my friend Jeff in his backyard. So that's me and him. Yep, just totally wearing our skater gear like crazy. And then this picture is me at like 14 years old in 8th grade. As you can see, my hair is getting even longer. So I did not like middle school. Like middle school is probably the hardest to get through because kids at 13, 14 years old are ridiculous. So they're just, it was tough getting through those, but I did it. Especially like when you're like a skater, you know, everybody's like looking down on you because like, you know, you're not like preppy, or you're not like a jock that played sports, because I didn't play sports. I mean, skateboarding is a sport, but no one considered it a sport at that time. But oh my God, it was one hell of a sport. I mean, it was exhausting. So, and this picture is very interesting. This is me and my friend Jeff and my friend Andy. We would skateboard outside, and you can see me holding a video camera. We would make skateboarding videos with the High 8. I think it was called a High 8 cassette tape video camera from the 80s my dad had. So we would make these skateboarding videos. I still have them. I'd like to put them on a DVD or something somehow. I'd love to upload them to my channel so you could see them, Eugenia. I will try and do that eventually. I think it'd be so awesome because I want to see them again. So we would make these skateboarding videos. Right here I'm filming, and I'm filming Jeff doing skateboarding tricks. So we'd do funny crap in the videos, say weird, funny stuff, and make up stories as we're filming the other person skateboarding, and just kind of being silly and dumb and everything. So, but it was so fun to make these videos and then watch them later. So here's me, 14 again. This is with my dad and my grandpa. Yeah, that was my grandpa there. I love my grandpa a lot. He was just amazing. We called him Popeye, you know, because he had the Navy tattoos on his arm. He looked just like Popeye the Sailor Man, you know, the cartoon. So yeah, that's me taking a picture. You can see my clothes are so baggy. It's like I'm like lost in these clothes. They're so huge on me. In this picture, I had to include this. This is me. For a while, I braided my long hair. Because in the 90s, like braids, guys braiding their hair was like, it was like a grunge punk rock thing to braid your hair if you had long hair. So I wanted to have long braided hair, so I did it for a while. People kind of laughed, of course, but I didn't care at the time. I thought they were just so cool. So yeah, that's me with the braided hair. When I came across this, I was like, oh my God, I forgot I braided my hair. Holy crap, this is crazy. And then here's me playing my new drum set. My grandpa actually got me this black drum set that I wanted way back in, like, I think it was 95 he got it for me. I still have it, and that's the one I've always played, and I will always keep this drum set. It means a lot to me because I love my grandpa so much. And yeah, that's me jamming in my room there. in other parts of the pictures, there's my friend Gary and another friend playing bass and guitar, and we would just kind of like jam and stuff like that. So, and then here, the next picture we got me and my friend Jeff camping. I love camping so much, and we would like bring our skateboards and we would skate up around the campground up there on the on the secluded roads and stuff, and yeah, just have fun by the river. And I'm just like a huge outdoors person, so I've always loved being out in the woods and everything, and by the campfire, and oh yeah, I just love it so much. So then here's me, 9th grade. So as you can see, I pretty much changed my persona. I still kind of wanted the long hair, the longer hair, but I ditched the skateboarding thing, and I started looking a little bit preppy and everything, and yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to change. When I started high school, I'm like, oh, I think I'll try something else, you know. So you know how when you're that age you like to try different things and everything. So here's me. This might have been sophomore year, 10th grade. But yeah, I started to get into Adidas a lot, and I still love Adidas. I'd wear Adidas everything. So this is me hanging in San Diego, because I'd go there a lot because I have family in San Diego, and this is my friend, or my cousin Rocco. So yeah, me and my cousin Rocco hanging out at his car. This was probably 9th or 10th grade. It might have been 9th grade because my hair was a little longer. So yeah, there's me, and you can see the sign behind me says Cheers. This is in Boston at one trip, because I went to Boston a few times, and we went to the bar Cheers. You know, the TV show Cheers from 1982 to 1993 or something like that. Well, this was the bar where Cheers, the show, was based off of. So they would let you in the bar. Even though I was a teenager, I could go in the bar, even though, you know, I can't drink alcohol, but I was allowed to go in there. So I was just hanging out there at the Cheers bar, you know, giving my best look. Here's me. This is in San Diego at Seaport Village, and this is my Uncle Harry. He lives down there, which Uncle Harry's my mom's brother. So that's me on a sunny day at Seaport Village in San Diego. So just by the wharf there. I'm like in my total Adidas gear in this one. I mean, I'm like totally Adidas. So yeah, it's kind of funny. Always wearing my sunglasses. I wore those sunglasses like crazy. Oh my gosh, I must have worn those sunglasses out. I think they broke eventually. I wore them so much. But I'd wear glasses on my head like all the time. It was like my fashion statement to have my glasses on my head and everything else. And this one, my mom set this picture up. She wanted me to look really GQ, so she dressed me up in sport coat, and she made my hair kind of a certain way and put the background, and yeah. I think she did a good job taking this picture. I think I was like 16 or something, but yeah, she wanted to make me look real GQ in this picture. So I'm like, Mom, why are we doing all this? What's this for? But I'm glad, you know, I'm glad looking back that, you know, we did it now. So, and then here's me just hanging out front of my second house that I lived in on Richmond. Yeah, so looking kind of preppy in this picture. Very preppy, actually. Tommy Hilfiger, I would like wear Tommy Hilfiger and everything. But you know, in the 90s, these were kind of the thing, you know. You can kind of tell these are 90s too, because there's just certain styles that were just 90s, you know. So, I don't know. Love those days. You know, I always wore those leather shoes you see. Like, always had to wear my leather shoes. I don't know what the heck they were called, but yeah, I would wear those like crazy. And this one, I think I posted this picture on Instagram, but and on Twitter. So, yeah, this is just me in front of my first car. So it was like a 90 Honda Prelude. So me with my mom in front of our house with my first car. So my mom loves this picture, so I just had to include it. Here's me in 1998, so I think I was like 17. Up in Seattle with my dad, a Seattle Mariners game. I went to a few games, you know. Living in Medford, you're kind of far away from Major League Baseball, but whenever I could, you know, I'd go with my dad to see a game. So, And this is just me, I think this is me after the game at seeing a Seattle Mariners game. So yeah, that was a good trip. We did a bunch of stuff. Went to Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier and the Space Needle in Seattle. So it was a good trip with my dad. So yeah, I like this picture. I don't even remember taking this one, but I saw it and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to include this picture for sure. And then the last picture here is me, senior year photo. This is probably when I was probably 18 in this, because I graduated when I was like 19. I should have graduated in 99, but I was held back a year in preschool. My parents wanted to start me, like, I don't know why they wanted to do that, but so I graduated like 1 year late because I started late. So yeah, so I was probably 18 here, but I graduated at 19. Got my tuxedo on, so I took the senior picture right before prom. So I rented the tux, took the senior pictures, and then went to prom. So yeah, you know, I used to have like an earring in my left, or yeah, what is it? Yeah, my left ear. I used to have an earring. You can see my earring there. I haven't worn an earring for a long time, but yeah, that was me senior year. These are my old photos, Eugenia. I hope you liked it. It was a lot of fun to do this. I went through quite a few photos trying to find the best ones I could. So yeah, I just had to react to my old photos. Anyway, yeah, I've watched your reacting to your old photos videos, Eugenia. I think you've done a couple of them in the past that I've watched. I love watching those. So yeah, so this is my first react video. So hope you liked it, Eugenia, and I love you so much. And mwah, giving you some kisses. Mwah. Kisses there, and you can see right over here I still have Halloween decorations up, so I'm gonna leave those up a little while till I put my Christmas decorations up. So just wanted to have those on. I thought that would look real nice. So anyway, I hope you're doing good and love you lots, and gotta give you hugs too. So and I will see you in my next video, Eugenia. Okay. Love you. Bye.